Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hi, tungassuarmigutti tamaanga uvanga ian. Taana saqqatilermiira Bill C-9 serilluni Canadami saqqatitauqataajortuq taana pequyanguqataaqquuortuq taana tusaamayagullarmanga inuuqatinni nunavummi nameruluuya qanuigiaavorlikaaruna takunguallarluvuniin Manittoq Thompson ukiortaanna uqauserilortunu CBC igajakkoqquuyorsimagilluni
taanna Bill C-9 uqauserillermiyaqa taima igalaaqkunalunayarsunga nipilirtooqqaugama tusersaulaarnga tamakkua innakuluin qallunaatitu tukisia luangittuin taima tukasinarsitigиarsugu uqauserigakku tukusittivaallertiittigasuarsunga qaujima quyivunga taanna Bill C-9 combating hate law Canadami maligawaanittu maligaqaanittugu tabbani Canadami tamakkua perallatittijuin pittiangittuin qanungasartuin qanutuinna aannerterijuin pasiatsanngurunnaanittuin
Action pitaqorpageeragaarluni laasnguvagiernerartaajut peqquyaat atoqtaugaluangilluti kisiaani asiginniga saqqitittituinnermut
taannaasijjingikkaluappa qanuingikkaluarman kisiani tamakkua Canadamiutallariunginnikui tabbunga nunataarnikuujui maanna saangunikut pirallatittiqattartortuaraaluunikuulerngata suuqaimma tauvani nunanginni unatautigaming
taannatta uqauserianga taqiakianermuutaajutaavu unorsiaaliulermuta puatikiuruangilluti uvineqatiginnitaaluppu taikku uqauseqatiginnitavu kaanatamiutaungittuk siallaalui Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, tauvaneruyu unortualugni Trudeau's government tikitittilorsimangmuta. There are over 2 million by now. Inuiaraalui tikititau. And even our Prime Minister said, Muslim values are Canadian values. Takkuningaaraayu saputinersoqqui pequyatigu saqqippattaayerululerput. Qanerulukia.
Ma 2021 miunganit 33 tutsiabin serortertaulluting ikuallatitaunikuujun piluartuming tamak
Ikitaayu 33 churches ngurorsimangma last year, but this year pitaqakkanneqquurorluni another church burning in Canada after this after her speech.
tutsiabequtingin taakkuilinniaqattalaurtuin ilangin quiasungimmata tamatsuminga tamakkuangutillugit ammalu asingi tamakkua aannerteringikkaluarsutinangeqatigiissuti protesting soon gavamakkuninaammatsangissuti balunnisana bimmini akilussaluarsuting pilirissuu tamakkuangutillugilli taakkua gavamakku sangiiluarnikumu maligartaqaraluartillugu taimeilioriualui tamakkua ikuallatteriullu sorotteriullu ammalu erialaakatattuini peqqortuyualukkut makkua mamiagillugin Israelmiu piluartuming unataqatigigamidju Palestine tamakkua suattauqattalaungimmata taanna Canada ugavamanga sangiiluarnikumut nirua
Qauseriangi takkutuangumikkalorlus. There's more people from other countries we're having issues with. Palestine, Israel, please stay away from Nunavut. Nunavut people, keep those places out of your mouths, please. It's more from Bangladesh and India, immigrants.
Tigilarmigi amidju. Isumayut saudluting. Tanna Bill C-9 maligawanit tillugo. Taimay tulagayu itamakwa pasiyatsangonnak tuit. Galuak tillugo. Ato kataraw nga kasunidyo sang itiga supanalas sunidyo man. Tamakkuno nga ay tutiniw yang man gutim ukaw singin ni ukalatinun. Amalo tamakkuno nga unions no akilusak tunun nangisyono sukotigil ngitiagalo suting. Tan na Bill C-9 tamakkuno nga ay tutiniw yang man. Isumaksolota ukalagon na ilititaw niyo yakatta. Kayo sinayakpan. Kisiya nila kayo sinayakasuging itaka takwa NDP ko.
This was back in December. Kayo sila po manitok Mrs. Thompson. It already passed. We all know it. You know it too. It passed.
Ang idyang ito na rin naktuyang iman tamako nga unions ning akisaktuy yung mata. Tan titiratya sa magunir tituin ng madyong tamakwa upirtuin ilagayaw laksuting ayok ito kataktuy ito tiyabini. Ang maluulo kaya nakanakotigin mago ilangin adjiliyo kayak tutuin naksuting tutya kaya sumumata. Adjiliyo kayo sunalutami o kaktaw yulutani ingitaw yulutani. Tamadya taman na ulo kaya nakakotigilak tangam.
Mitti matayang mi ano na mi katika tuksawing mi adlakang mi adjiliyo kayo yak tutuin nuktukakan apiriyara apirsoktawa idlagayaw ilim. Apirsoktawa tuin naktun idlaganag ito. Apirsuy tuin naktun. Kanoro kaya.
Tan na Bill C-9 o kausarik kanituin
means
naktaka.
an emotion.
Tan manitok Thompson piyara mauna karukta kanuitan ng mga they're criminalizing our emotions, girl. Kanoro ka. I don't know if it's true or ano ka. Karilako kay.
Of an intense and extreme nature that is clearly associated with vilification and detestation. What does that mean exactly? We are criminalizing emotions. Our justice minister made it very clear. Bill C-9 is applicable both online and in the real world. How do you judge somebody's emotion online? How many times have you had a conversation over text? Somebody that you know, somebody that you like. You're not getting the sarcasm because emotions doesn't translate through.
Through text or messages, you can either get charged or charge the other person.
Since this applies online, how is one supposed to identify that my emotion when I wrote the text was intense and extreme, that is clearly associated with vilification and detestation? How do you prove that? This is the whole problem with the bills that the Liberal government is passing. C8, C9, C16, C22, C34. Terms are not defined specifically. Some terms are not defined at all. But this, you might as well not define it. How can you judge an intense and extreme nature? Does that mean that if I say it with a calm face, it's not hateful?
If I say it with a calm face, is it not hateful? If I say it with a grimace, is it hateful? No. If I give it angry look, or if I say it in a voice like this, is it hateful? If I say it like this, it's love. New bill in Canada could bring major persecution.
All right, the majority of Canadian MPs have voted to pass a Liberal bill again, this is not something that may pass. This has now passed.
This has passed. Thank you, Laurie Idlart, our switcheroo MP. I wonder how she'll do next election. Maybe she don't care. Her husband got $490 million contract after she switched. And his two sons will never face
Bill will allow the
persecution.
criminalization of religious expression and belief when quoting parts of the Bible, including about homosexuality and gender. We've been warning about this as
Tawa, ano tisyo ko yari talk of akaringit kutigo kay pasiyaksang ngonak si Wunay. All the liberal voters kanit book Mr. Jack anyway. I saw one of your interviews. Changing times. Are you accepting gays now? Tell your Englotaks to change gender. We'll see what you think about that next. Kinakurungin the person I respected as a Inuit politician, Peter Ilnak. In Mark Carney's Davos speech was about New World Order. Peter Ilnak was all for it. Do you agree with me or not? Katika.
in the radar for a long time. We knew this was coming. And you may be tuning in and say, well, Brother Ricky, I don't live in Canada, so this doesn't apply to me. Oh, it will.
Yeah, it does apply. It will apply to Inuit too. We pay taxes. Weed is legal. We got Canadian laws.
Because again, just because it ain't in your neck of the woods doesn't mean it's not coming to your door soon. A last-minute effort by the Conservatives to change the wording in the bill failed to pass. Earlier this week, Liberal MPs forced the bill through the report stage after earlier, as reported by LifeSite News, shutting down all debate on the bill in the committee stage.
Conservative no Conservative MPs kaya by pa kasi nagsamahik sa Canada katima withdrawn na taken. Kayo si titang sir debate yung nilakter si liberal kun ni shut down tayo yun na tiyang kaya saktayo kaksaka kun naktitayong isun. Asi jingid dun kayo si titang sun. Tago ko yun.
David Cook, who is also a Christian pastor. Cook went on to say that the bill C-9 was framed as a law going after hate, but in reality it is a bill that religious leaders from various faith communities say could lead to hate-related charges against believers. It empowers ideologically driven police officers and judges to target, for the first time, the very word of God on matters of life, family, and faith. Quote,
ideology believe in judges and police officers unok siya lutig Canada.
We must prepare for the battle ahead, said Cook, adding Canadians must commit to the one who has won the ultimate victory over every foe, demonstrated by his resurrection on that first Easter morning. A radical LGBT activist who I suspect will relish the opportunity to, quote, criminalize parts of the Bible as hate speech. So guys, you can see how this is concerning. Now here's another follow-up article on this. Christians warn to expect increased hostility and persecution after this bill passes. Leaders sound alarm as Canada's Bill C-9 removes religious speech defense. The Evangelical Fellowship of Canada has weighed in on the recent passing, so this has passed in Canada, of this Bill C-9, which critics say weakens ends free speech protections on religious matters. Under the changes, people who make religious statements deemed controversial, and this is a key highlight right here. Statements that are deemed controversial or quote unquote inflammatory or quote unquote offensive by others will no longer be able to use the legal defense if they spoke in quote good faith. This is according to the provisions of Bill C-9. They will take effect after receiving royal assent. Prior to the bill's passage, Finnish political or politician Pavi Rossinen, I believe, I probably slaughtered that, forgive me, warned against any measure that could potentially limit freedom of speech, citing her own years-long battle in Finland over a tweet and a decades-old pamphlet. So they're pulling stuff up from decades ago that they'll use against you and free in the name of prosecuting you, because these provisions of defense have been removed because of this bill. Now, guys, this is terrifying in all different ways. This was a excellent commentary done on this. This was from prophecynewswatch.com.
You can from Facebook or social media posts from 10 years ago. They can go back that far to go away. And you graduate.
Bill C-9 changes everything for Canadian Christians. So I want to get into this and what they wrote. So I want to give them credit. But listen how this is worded, and they did an excellent job on breaking this down. And this is what's terrifying. Supporters describe the legislation as a necessary step to combat hatred and protect vulnerable groups. Okay? The bill expands Canada's hate crime and hate propaganda laws and introduces new measures designed to address hate-motivated conduct. On the surface, many Canadians may see little reason for concern. However, buried within this legislation is a change that has many Christians concerned.
Thanks for watching.